All right. So we're going to start with a $5,000 account. I'm going to see what I can do in a quick back test here with you guys, showing you the strategy that I trade Monday through Friday. We're going to go into this trading view. Okay, I'm going to go back test at a random bar, and we're going to see what we can bring a $5,000 account to, because it's so sexy to think that, you know what, there are strategies out there where you can quickly compound and grow your account. By the way, this is today's trade. Beautiful trading today. This is yesterday's trade. Beautiful trading. I don't even know what to tell you guys. Like, the orb crazy horse strategy is a freaking game changer. It is king. And in this video, you're going to learn it step by step if you don't know it, along with something I've never shown YouTube before. And this is a brand new indicator for my group. It's got risk management. It's got everything you could want in an indicator to show you the complete strategy. Honestly, guys, if you really have a real strategy, you should be able to go in and use Codex with ChatGPT and create this literally yourself, or your favorite guru mentor should have this available to you if they really have a winning strategy. So your boy is putting you on game right now. That's just a fact, okay? Okay, so check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Boys and girls. By the way, I want to make sure everyone knows that, drum roll please, you can learn everything in here for free inside of my main community, inside the Midas Touch Trading Group. We have over 10,000 members in here. And I'm going to just tell you guys something, a little game for you, okay? This is like putting you on some alpha. A lot of traders, I get to see everyone's stats. You see these little green check marks? Like, I don't watch my own trading, videos inside of school. Shame on me, right? But I watch them before I post them. But the point is, I see so many people that come in here and they don't have any green check mark. That literally means they did not watch 50% of the video. How sad is that? You're joining something to learn it and you don't even learn it. Why are you joining? I don't understand. So anyways, but in here I share all sorts of things, my stats for trading. I showed how I made $90,000 on my main live account. Not even trading most days. Like, you can see, this was like last week's trades. I haven't even traded this week. Feel like I missed out on a lot of wins. But anyways, long story short, come in here, you can learn it, and then I have a premium group if you ever want to upgrade. Price is going up. So right now you can get in for $47 a month. That price is increasing. And inside of this group, if you want to trade live with me and everything, that is available for you as well. And I'm just showing you what I'm doing, okay? It's not financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, yada, yada. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's see what we can do in a fair back test, okay? A fair back test. And why I say fair? Well, fair is, no editing. Fair is clicking the rando button down here, and fair is a one-take pony. So let's do it, all right? I'm going to click the bar replay button. I'm going to go to full chart so you guys can kind of see everything. And we'll go start new. Okay, and let's just do rando. All right. Not sure what this is bringing me. Is back in 2022, $13,000 price action. Great. So this is a couple years ago, and we're going to move to our morning session here, 8:30 a.m. in the morning. And then I'm going to show you guys step by step what to look for using our private indicator as well. This is a custom indicator that you get when you come into the Midas Touch Trading Group. I'm going to skip this day just because I already missed it. So we're going to go to the next day. I'm going to go to the 30-minute time frame and just get there. Okay. Go down to the 5 to get close. Now I'm going to put me up in the top corner. There we go. So you can see me. I am 8:30 is like the market. I'm Central Time. So first 15 minutes opens up. There's our range, okay? Here's the high of the range up here, right? And here's the low of the range. Now I'm starting with a $5,000 account. And inside of our custom indicator, what's really cool is you can trade each session. You can choose which session you want to trade. We're going to wait for the 15-minute range. Some people in my trading group trade with the 5-minute. I'm not going to do the 5. I do the 15. You can show historical orbs. That's the high and the low of the first 15 minutes. You have buy and sell signals. And I'll explain this. This is part of our crazy horse strategy. So I am going to have that on. I'm going to have the flips. Actually, I'm just going to have, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to show the trading HUD. We have a system where it grades the breakout using 5 years of data that basically we've gotten from Grok to run down the entire 5 years of 5-minute candle data with the 15-minute range. All sorts of really cool stats. I can't go over them all right now, but those are all built into this indicator, telling you whether or not you should potentially size up or size down based on this color from green, yellow, and red. Okay, automatic TP levels. This is what I show in all my videos, how I get my take profit and stop loss. It's based on the range itself. And so everything looks good here, showing labels. And then this is what is important. Now you could put whatever you want in here. I'm going to put $5,000. That's what we're going to start with. And we're going to trade fractional CFDs. Okay. Reason being is just because that's what I feel like doing, because there's no way that your futures account would allow you to risk, probably 20, 30%, and I might risk 20, 30%. You never know. So I'm going to go with CFDs on a $5,000 account just for fun. In this video, I'm not going to go ham. Don't worry. You can use this same strategy with really low sizing with your futures prop account, but I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. Okay, this looks good, and I will have to adjust as we go. So here we go. All right. So we're waiting for that 15-minute range to form. The TMT bands that you see, if this is your first time seeing them, those bands, those 3 lines, those are the crazy horse bands. I'm going to delete those just for a second so that way you new folks can get a grip of what we're doing here, okay? So the 15-minute range is formed. I think I've said that 5 times now. So we're waiting for a break outside of that range and a close of the 5-minute candle. And you can see right now our distance to take profit and stop loss. If I just use the automatic long tool, you'll see it's very close to this distance that you get in here, 19.75, and here at 19.85. So I've matched those. That's what's really cool about this indicator. It's automatically matched. I don't even have to use the long or short tool in here. So I know that I'm risking roughly 19 points of distance, right? So call it 20. Let's just call it 20, right? So in here, it's asking me what's the distance to my stop loss. So I put in 20. So that's how the indicator works. Now, when we break outside of this range, and usually you'll have some time, right? So it'll break the range. You'll look up here and you'll have time, because as soon as we start breaking outside the orb range, we get a green short. This is an A setup. It says short is good to go. And you can see up here that if I wanted to risk, now I have to go in here and tell it what I want to risk. What do I want to risk? Well, what I have as default is 1%. Now, if I have a $5,000 account, I'm aggressively trying to, get after it. I'm probably going to risk around probably like 3% on a grade A setup. And you have to understand that we might be adding to this position. So if we add to this position in drawdown, there's additional things I have to keep in mind. So, for this example, it says here that if I want to risk 3%, it's 0.75 lots. And I'm such a dummy. I didn't even think about this, man. Like, I'm not going to be able to trade CFDs showing you on a futures account, like a futures chart. So I have to trade futures. So those of you that trade futures are going to like this. Okay. So if I want to risk 3% on that 5, that's 3 contracts. See how it says 3 up here in the top right? And then it says raw. Raw is if you were able to fractionalize it and be precise with a 20-point stop, it would be 3.75 contracts. You can't go 3.75. You can either do 3 or 4. So in this case, I'm actually going to do 4 because it's an A+ setup. So we're looking pretty good. Okay, so then I come up here to my sizing. I go 4, and then I'm going to go short. And all I'm going to do is put my stop loss back here and my TP down here. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those situations where I can't show you in real time, but if price were to get past this level, this TP level, a lot of times I'm taking off a tiny bit. I won't even be doing that in here. We'll just see what happens. Let's roll it. Let's go. All right, here we go. Next candle plays out. And that was a really easy win. It would be like, cool, thanks guys, 3% for the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Now, could you take off 80%, let the rest ride? Yes. 60-ish, 55 to 60% of the time, when the market is in a trend, like right now we're in a crazy bull market, you're going to be able to get these wins very easily once it breaks the range. Here you can see price closed, a 5-minute candle body outside the range. That's our signal to get in. We're using our automatic TP and stop loss. Very simple, 1-to-1 risk to reward. You can always let a runner ride. But in this case, I can't. I'm going to show you in this back test how it's not really possible to do that. So the point that I'm making is that when price is trending, you're going to get, this is an edge is what I'm saying. Like you're going to get a lot of these are going to be just quick wins in and out. Now, using dynamic money management, that's going to be the key here. And you guys are going to see what that looks like as we continue to go. And I'm going to put on the bands, these crazy horse bands. This is part of the strategy. They're not needed in this case. There'll be a lot of times where it's not needed because price didn't go against us. Okay. So on an A setup, if it were to go against us, we would treat this a little differently. And boy, that would have been a sick trade. We get a 6 candle rule. That's what that red dot is right there. That means that the momentum is such that we should expect a continuation to at least out in front of the, well, we don't know if this is going to turn right here. So it turns a little bit, and now you're looking to potentially get in on the shelf. But again, I don't want to get confusing or whatever. This will probably hit that target just based on momentum. It does. Cool. Now let's go to the next day. I'm going to go to 30-minute time frame, and I'm just going to show you how easy these days are, okay? For those of you that are like, I just want to be in the market and out of the market, that is the dream life. In my opinion, that's the dream life. Nobody wants to be, on the charts all day. So that's the dream life. Let's see if we can achieve it. Okay. Unfortunately, I got to back up just a little bit here. I kind of screwed up. So there's the 15-minute range. We're waiting for a 5-minute candle body to break the range. And boom, we break the range to the downside. The indicator is just catching up here. Let's see. Let's go 15 back to 5. There we go. You can see that it's giving you the signal to get in. That's sell 1. That's your first sell. So that's what that means. And we're going to go ahead and scroll down here. Now, yesterday we risked 4%. So now we're going to be going in, let's see, we still have an A setup. Yesterday was a flip day. You see that little green checkbox right there? That means yesterday closed on one side of the orb and then flipped to the other side. Okay, so we got our win, so we're not really like worried about it or anything, but it did flip. And let me just show you what that looks like real quick so you can get an idea of what a flip day looks like. I'll make these a little bit more visible. Okay, so you can see the range from prior day. This is the prior day range, right? It was sold off, boom, 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 and then we flip. Okay, so that was the prior daily range. And so what we know about flip days, when you're coming out of a flip day, you have less likelihood to have a flip day. So here you can see the orb closing outside of the bands to the downside. Here are the bands up here, right? And we're closing here. So this means that most likely we trend down for the day, and it's not going to be a flip day, which we have a little bit higher odds that it's not a flip day because the prior day was a flip day. So about a 60% chance that we close on this side of the range with an A setup. That looks pretty good. I did get a little bit of, I already know this kind of goes down a little bit, but I would still be selling here. We're not going to change. We're going to do exactly what we did the prior day. And I'm not increasing my size just yet. So we're going to go with a stop loss there, just quick 1-to-1s. And we hit that no problem, obviously. Easy pleasy days, right? Another, couple percentage points, and you can see in the overview chart, unfortunately, that first trade was deleted, man. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's just keep it going. I'm going to just keep it going here. And this obviously doesn't mean anything after we break. It's just for that first break. So we're not going to be entering in additional trades. I would be golfing, and then I would come back on the chart the next day. So I'll show you what that looks like real quick. Dude, I'm just so excited to show you guys this. This is such a game changer for so many people. And I mean, I can't wait for you guys to come in and check out the community. We have an amazing community of people that are beginner, intermediate, and advanced traders, and they're just awesome people, and they're tripping out over this, and so am I, because it just works. Okay, again, we got an A setup. Yesterday was not a flip day. We don't have a checkbox. One of the things that also tells us whether or not price could be potentially going against us is the range itself. So here you see how our orb range is 208 points, a huge range. I get this question all the time from orb traders. Hey, if I go short, how do I trade the orb? Because my stop loss is like 260 points up there. Yes, that is true. If you are playing the game of, I want my stop on the other side of the orb, then you're going to have to take that into consideration, right? So, what you would do is you would take this, you would pull this up here, to try to get a risk to reward ratio of 1-to-1 when you have a 200 point, range, in my opinion, is kind of foolish. Okay. take what you can get. You know that either wait for the pullback, or if you're going to get in, make sure that this stop loss is only going to cost you whatever it is you're willing to lose. And if you can't do that, then guess what? Don't trade it. Like if your futures account doesn't allow, your prop account, whatever, then don't trade it. Like I don't know what to tell you, right? But a lot of times when we see a 200-point move to the downside, just with the range itself, right? A lot of times it does mean that price will come back to an equilibrium area. And like just noticing this from swing point to swing point here, if this is going to turn, this would be sort of the equilibrium, which is like right in the middle of the orb. It doesn't mean you don't take the trade, it just means you go lighter. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to look in here and let's see here. Let's go. I'm going to risk 2% on this move. And you can see over here, it's telling me to go 2. Yeah, so that's what I was kind of thinking, 2 for the sizing. So I'm going to back it up to 2. So it's half of yesterday because we got a bigger range. Okay, and zoom out. Let's see, nothing else there. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this out. And just like I said, price comes back to the equilibrium, and you can see that from swing point, if it's going to swing there, which is crazy, that is where, you would be looking at potentially getting into a position. Now, check this out. I am not adding to my position here. I'm just going to show you the different plays that can be made. Okay, this is great. Okay, so now we get another sell signal. You see that? Another sell signal right here. What this is suggesting is that because we're in this downtrend move, price comes back. It did not break the high of the orb. It's above the center band. It's suggesting that we take another stab at this. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to increase my risk ever so slightly. And why would I do that? Why would I go back to like a 4 right here? Is because I love martingaling? Well, I do love martingaling, actually. It's awesome. You just can't. You'll run out of money and blow your account. The reason I'm beefing up, the reason I'm increasing my risk is simply because the odds, the cards, if you will, are stacked in my favor. Why do I believe that? You don't have to believe that. I know it. Well, because this is our daily bias to the downside. We have about a 55% chance that we stick to this side of the range. And guess what? If I'm wrong and price goes up, right, and just disrespects the top here and goes up, disregard this yellow line for right now. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that just for now because I don't want any confusion here, okay? We'll get rid of the invalidation zone. This is just going 1-to-1. I don't know if I've ever shown this in any other videos. So just using my money management, just using the fact that I know that because we're in this daily bias to the downside, I have more chances that price gives in right here and goes back to this. Like, this is an equilibrium too. Like from swing point to swing point, price would go right by here. If this is to be a swing point, I don't know if it is or not. And if price doesn't do that and closes on the opposite side of the range, let's say price goes up and takes me out up here, okay? Then what does that create? Well, that creates a flip day. See this high of the orb? It's now flipping, right, to the other side. And what that would suggest is we're going to maintain price action on the other side. Price is going to end up being, for the rest of the day, on the other side of the orb, and I should play into that. It's about a 70% odds. So let's go ahead and play price action out and see what happens. Okay, we're in the money already. And just what I said, folks. Exactly. That's exactly right. And so a lot of guys and gals, there's no way they would be playing that. There's no way they would be playing that because it looks like we broke structure, and it looks very bullish and intimidating. The key is to have zero emotion and just play the strategy. That says sell. Do you see how easy this indicator makes it? This gives you your risk parameters. Do you see how easy this makes it? I'm not even adding to positions. I'm not doing that. I didn't add to my position here. Why? Because it's a 200-point range. That would be a little difficult in the futures account. Now, I know we have another sell up here. We're out. We took our win. We're up for the day. I don't think I would be trading again. And what did I tell you earlier? If we're going to do something, I got to bring it. Well, I don't want to bring it back because it's going to delete my stats. Evidently, that first trade is gone. So what could you do here? We could just paper trade this. I won't even count this one, okay? But most likely, price will end up on that side of the range. Do you see? That could have been another win. This is how you trade dynamically with the orb. Nobody else is showing this. Okay, nobody else is showing this. And so I'm super pumped. Especially when it comes to the bands. We're going to have more practice with the bands here in a second. And I have so much backtesting in the group, guys, gals. You're going to see a lot of this in the backtesting. So if you're interested in really learning this, it is the most consistently profitable strategy in my 8 years of trading, hands down. It does not get any better. So there's the 15-minute range. Where did we close, right? Where did we close? I'm not even zooming out, giving you a bigger picture, all this other stuff that I basically show. Just, we'll call them odds multipliers, right? I'm not even doing any of that. This is as simple as it gets, right? Where did this close? It closed outside the bands to the upside, correct? So we have more chances of going where? If you answered up, you're correct. But if not, check this out. This is what the stats say. We either go up and we don't flip, right? Meaning we don't close on the bottom side of the orb, or price dumps hard and fast. And those are the stats. The stats say, like, when this happens, when you close the orb range outside of the bands, specifically in a swing motion like this, like on an upswing, then you're more likely to go up. But you could have a major dump if it doesn't. So we're looking for those two things. I don't care. It's going to give me the rating down here on the bottom right. And that way I'll know what it says. Is it okay? So now we have an A+ setup going short. And that's because of the way these bands have closed. It already knows yesterday was a flip day. So check out yesterday. Here's the orb, right? We closed to the downside, then what? Closed to the upside. Okay, so that's what we call flipping. So we're coming out of a flip day, and price is less likely to flip today. But if it does flip, which it already, it's closing down. If it flips to the upside, we'll definitely take it. Okay, so here we go. Got an A+ setup right here. We're going to be going with our sizing of 3. Now, one of the things I want you to see, and I apologize, this just takes a lot, dude. Like, if you're going to learn this, it's going to be, you got to learn it. But what are we going against? We're going against momentum. We have high time frame structure going with us, but we're going against a short term momentum. So I know that it's this is not a very probable trade because we're going against the grain. Okay. So we're still going to take the trade. I'm still going to take the trade, right? But I'm just saying that this is not as probable. I'm going to go down on my sizing, risk 2%. This is saying risk 2 contracts. So we're going to go ahead and risk 2. Boom. Go down. Put this up here. Nice little one-to-ones. Here we go. Okay. I knew that that was less of a risk. I mean, less of a probability. So I lessen my risk, right? And so my first loss for the day is 2%. Okay, let's see what else happens for the day. Do we re-break the lows? And yes, we do. So you can see this candle body re-breaks the lows. When you re-break the low, you can, it's up to you. You know, it's your money. It's your, decision. But I like to get back in. I'm going to go with a 3. So the sizing of 3, and I'm going to actually just look in here real quick. If my first was 2, let's see what 3% gives us. Does that, 3.75. Yeah, I'm still going to list. I'm just going to go with a 3. Okay. So I'm going to get back in and see if I can get some love here. Here we go. Let's see. Boom. Hit it. And now we're plus 1% for the day. Right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats so far with 5 trades and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of trading. What are we up, right? On this account, we're going to have to put it in here, the correct, we start with 5K. This will give us the right numbers. Let's see. So you can see that we are up 18.32% in 5 days. 18.32% in 5 days, right? So it's not even a question. Can you grow a small account quickly? Absolutely. Could you do it safely? Absolutely. You could do it with fractionalized sizing using a CFD account. But this is just showing you how easy trading can actually be. I know it's crazy. And, I'm not going to say that it's easy to make money trading because that sounds like I'm just lying. It's not easy to make money because people don't have this. That is God's honest truth. They don't know the orb, baby. They don't know it. And they definitely don't study dynamic money management, and they don't have this indicator. Okay, we get an A setup once again, no flip day the day before, and I'm gonna move a little faster now, and I'm just gonna show you, I'm just gonna bang out some trades, okay? So let's see what we can do. From here, I'm gonna roll in yesterday's trades as well. So what was that? Let's go to 4%. This looks like a really nice, I like the momentum here as well. So we're gonna go short. Actually, sorry, this says that I need to be at a sizing of 5. So I got to change my size. Then I go short, go with the TP here. And now I'm going to trade dynamically. I'm not going to get out of this position. If it goes against me, I want to show you what else we can do here. Okay, so no stop loss. It's kind of figuring that we might go up a little. Notice the line in the middle. What is that suggesting? It's suggesting upward momentum, right? So I'm going to let this breathe just a little bit more. And you'll see the drawdown right here, what we could potentially get ourselves into as far as drawdown. But I'm going to show you what is most likely. Okay, so secondary sell position right here. I am going to take that. I'm not increasing anything. I'm just taking the secondary sell position. Boom. Okay, notice what we've made so far in the account. So I am risking along the lines of what we've made. Looks like it's showing the drawdown right now, but we've definitely made, we made more than this. So no, I'm sorry. Here we go. So we're $231 in drawdown total on the account. So here we go. I'm risking what we made, and I'm going to be risking a little bit more. Obviously, I'm going for a big win. Here we have a third position, right? Third position size. And there's a reason why I'm doing this. I'm going to break it down for you in just a second. So I am going to add that third position. Look at the drawdown, $2,000. Look at the drawdown in here. So this is $1,000 on a $5,000 account. So like 20% right there. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we went up just a little bit more, and now price is coming back down potentially. And let's see what happens. We're going to play this out. We're still, daily bias is still to the downside. Now I'll explain why I decided to leave this right here and go for gold. I'm going to go for gold. Here we go. Now I'm in a really good position, aren't I? So now I can deleverage this a little bit if I wanted to. I don't know if I can do that in here. I guess I could buy some contracts, right? So we have 15. I'm going to go ahead and buy, and I'm going to buy one more, taking another nice chunk off the table. Then I'm going to take my stop loss. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to start trailing price. And once we hit this TP, if we hit this TP, I will tell you why I did this. There's a TP hit 6 candle rule. We're probably going down to, let's just say, this level right here. Okay, so let's play this out and see if that hits. That'll be fun. Okay, cool, it hit. Why did I do that? So is this difficult? Well, if you don't know, it's difficult. I decided to switch it up today. I decided to risk, of higher risk, 20% of a $5,000 account, because I know that this strategy has a high hit rate, and you don't know the days where, if you decide, what, today's the day I'm going to risk it all, that could be a day you blow your account. But here's what I liked about this play. Let's go ahead and zoom out. And now let me bring in one extra factor that you're going to learn when you come into the community, and that is our high time frame bias. What is our high time frame bias here? Is it up or down? Have we been going down every day or up, right? It's down. So we're in a downtrend. So if we're in a downtrend and I get a green over here based on 5 years of data, and it's saying this is really good, this is looking like it's going to go down, then instead of just doing a simple 1-to-1 like I've been showing you, I bring out what's called the dynamic crazy horse strategy. This is where we're ladder ordering. This is these positions that you're seeing here, 1, 2, and 3. Will this work for your prop account? I don't know. That's up to you. I've done really great on my cash account all year, trading it this way and the other way, and I pick and choose what days I want to bring this out. This is a tool, a dynamic ladder ordering using these bands, okay, as your entries. Notice it's only giving you the entries when price closes above against you with the bands. Now, is there an invalidation zone? Remember earlier, I got rid of something on the chart. I'm going to put that up here, and this will be the last thing, and then we're going to move on. But this is the invalidation zone. Notice where the inval is at. It's above the bands perfectly. This is exactly where it should be. If price reaches that level, I'm out. I got to take a hit. It's a bigger hit because of added risk. Does it have to be 20%? No. It could be, and this is where the next level of this is if you're going to be dynamically trading, you just need to know what each of these are going to be. Like this is going to equal, let's just say, I don't know, 0.5% loss of my account. This is going to equal 0.5%, and this is going to equal 0.5%. So it's 1.5% total, and you would have to understand your sizing to be able to do that. It's not difficult, but it does give you an edge, and it also gives you massive wins. It's holding that's the problem. A lot of people get back to break even, and they go, oh man, I didn't want to be down 20%. I got to get out. So that's where your psychology comes into play, and really knowing this system and back testing it fully. So right now we are up. What are we up here? 73%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And don't forget the win that I did the first day of 4%. So we're like 78% up in, a matter of a week and a half. We'll call it 2 weeks of trading, whatever. But the point that I'm making to everybody watching this, if you're having a tough time getting profitable, okay, if you're having a tough time getting consistent, there are other strategies other than ICT. Okay, there's other strategies other than SMC. And when you start understanding how to manipulate your money management and really putting that to use, I'm not saying to, again, a lot of these guys watch my videos and they're like, dude, this is so risky. Oh, dude, this is whatever. You don't have to be risky, okay? You can literally trade with fractionalized lot sizes on a Forex broker account if you want. And yes, you can trade the Nasdaq with a Forex broker. So it's up to you, but I just wanted to show you this. If this looks enticing, we got a link in the description to take you to the free group and all that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and leave your comments. Leave your comment in the comments. All right, I'll see you in there. Bye.